Justice Aniruddha Bose, retired Judge, Supreme Court of India and Director, National Judicial Academy, the Chief Guest of the Convocation, Honorable Justice Harish Tandon ji, Chief Justice, Orissa High Court, and Chancellor of NLUO, all the Honorable Judges of the Orissa High Court present, members of the General Council, Academic Council, and Executive Council, all other distinguished guests, faculty and staff members of NLUO, members of the media fraternity, all the invited guests, our graduating students, and their proud parents. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 12th Convocation of the National University, Odisha, on my behalf, on the behalf of teachers, administration, students, and all members of the NLUO fraternity. Honorable Justice Shri Aniruddha Bose is known for his work on constitutional, civil, and intellectual property matters. He was part of several important constitution benches during his judicial career and is known for his progressive outlook and legal acumen. We thank you especially for your interest and engagement with NLUO. I welcome you, sir, to this convocation with great sense of pride and joy. Our Chancellor, Honorable Justice Harish Tandon ji, is an epitome of humbleness despite the high position he holds. He has visited the NLUO campus once before for a short period, and it is his second visit to the campus, but I know that it is not the last. He will be soon returning to interact with our students. It's my personal pleasure to welcome you, sir, on this joyous occasion. Our visitor, Honorable Mr. Justice Dipankar Dattaji, Judge, Supreme Court of India, has been a guiding light in all our endeavors, and so we thank him heartily for his continuous guidance and support. We heartily welcome the members of the General Council, Executive Council, Academic Council of NLU, especially the external members present and in absentia, Honorable Mr. Justice V. Ramasubramanian ji, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Karol ji, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge, Orissa High Court, Shri Pitambar Acharya ji, Advocate General of Orissa, Shri Surya Prasad Mishra ji, Senior Advocate and former Advocate General, Professor Jaydev Pati, former Dean, School of Law, SOA University, Shri Suryakant Padhi ji, Senior Advocate, Orissa High Court, Shri R. Venkatramani, Attorney General of India, Professor M. Jagadesh Kumar, UGC Chairman, Shri Sitanshu Modi Dwivedi, Senior Advocate and Chairman, Bar Council of Orissa, Professor Faizan Mustafa, Vice-Chancellor, Chanakya National Law University, Professor V. Vijay Kumar, Vice-Chancellor, National Law University, Institute University, Mr. Devi Prasad Dhal, nominee of BCI Chairman and Senior Advocate, Professor Dr. Vijendra Kumar, Vice-Chancellor, Maharashtra National Law University, Professor V.S. Elizabeth, Professor of Law, NLSIU, Professor Dr. Arun K. Thiruvengandam, Professor of Law, NLSIU. It's a great pleasure to welcome Honorable Judges of the Orissa High Court, officers of the government, distinguished guests, our graduating students, their parents, and all other present here on the occasion of the 12th Convocation of NLUO. It is with humility and joy that I stand here on this memorable day of the 12th Convocation of NLUO. This convocation is special because the first batch of BA Law Honours course is graduating this year. Convocations are memorial moments of transition. They mark both fulfillment of and beginning. You have walked a long road of discipline and discovery. Today you take your first step into the larger world. I believe and pray that our graduating students will lead with humility, humanity, and compassion at home, in society, and in professional spaces. I believe that the graduating students in this 12th convocation will remember their great responsibility and legacy that you will carry for the rest of your lives. Now I take this opportunity to present a brief annual report showcasing the journey and progress of NLUO. With immense pleasure, I announce that due to the endeavors of the university administration, faculty, members, staff, and students of NLUO, university has improved remarkably in the NIRF ranking. Its NIRF ranking was 30 in 2023. It improved to 26 in 2024, and it has jumped to 15 among 267 participating law schools in the current year, 2025. Out of the 7 national law universities featuring in the top 20 universities, NLU features at 6th position. While we are happy and proud of our achievements, we strive to do better. NLU has successfully renewed the ISO 9001:2015 certification by the Bureau of Indian Standards, testifying to the continuing quality management system put in place by NLUO. In this landmark convocation in 2025, a total of 218 students will be receiving their degrees of PhD, LLM, BLLB, BBLLB, and BA Law honors. The PhD is being given to 3 researchers. 2 of them are women and 1 is a male. In LLM, 16 females and 26 males. Total of 42 are taking that degree. BLLB, 59 girls and 56 boys are taking 115 in this group. BBA LLB consists of 22 girls and 31 boys, total of 53. BA Law, 5 students are there and all of them are girls. The total number is 104 girls, 114 boys, and 218 in total. I take immense pleasure in announcing the launch of a new 2-year course, MBA in Healthcare Management and Law by NLUO starting from January 2026. The program is designed to create a much needed cadre of professionals combining business administration with legal knowledge relevant to the healthcare profession. In relation to placements, being a university offering professional degree program, NLUO has a dedicated recruitment coordination committee and tirelessly works in this. I'm saying this with immense pleasure and pride that the placement at NLUO in this year were the highest among all the national law schools in India. Let me use this opportunity to congratulate our students and the RCC to make this happen. The graduating 5-year LLB batch of 2025 from National Law University has secured a total of 60 jobs so far out of the 80 students who had participated in the process. The highest package stood at 22.5 lakh per annum, while the average stood at 14.33 lakhs per annum. The top recruiters included Saraf and Partners, Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas, and Argus Partners. There are others, JSA, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, Lakshmi Kumaran and Siddharan, CMS Indus Law, Khaitan and Company, Tri-Legal, Luthra and Luthra Law Offices, Wadia Gandhi and Company, SNA Law Offices, Purvya and Company, TNS Law, Bose and Mitra, Economics Law Practice, Tatva Legal, Segas Legal, AVS Legal, SKV Legal, Kesas Chambers, DWF, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, ICCIC Bank, Tata Power, Central Odisha Distribution Limited, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited, Ernst & Young, Wellspun Group, Indian Farmers Fertilizer Corporation Limited. The recruiters, the range has been increasing year after year. In addition to these job offers, several graduates from the 2025 batch are preparing for various competitive exams such as civil services, judicial exams, SEBI, JAG, and the CAT. Furthermore, several students have secured admissions in King's College London, Queen Mary University of London, University of Dubai, Symbiosis Law School, as well as reputed NLS Bangalore and Nalsar to pursue higher studies. Reflecting on the past year, I'm happy to highlight the major developments at NLUO. NLUO received fresh infrastructure grant to the tune of 123 crore rupees from the government of Odisha for construction of 4 new buildings, namely a health center, cricket gallery capable of hosting international cricket matches, a guest house, 6-story wing 2 of girls hostel 2. We cannot thank the government of Orissa enough for the support NLU has received from it since its inception. The girls hostel wing has been completed and is being used by the students, and the construction of the remaining buildings is in full swing. NLU believes in wider dissemination of legal knowledge. In addition to offering full-time degree courses, NLU offered a range of short-term courses to a wider population on several cutting-edge areas such as climate justice, cybersecurity, right to health, pharmaceutical, patenting, insolvency and bankruptcy laws, gender justice, legislative drafting, etc. I'm pleased to inform you that the IQAC of NLUO offered a 6-credit course on theatre workshop on legal issues conducted by Mr. Sachin Malvi, an acclaimed theatre director. The course facilitated interdisciplinary pedagogy and incredibly improved the communication skills of the students. The students staged a 90-minute play titled Mitti as part of evaluation in the course. The script of the play was developed by the students themselves. The theme of the play centered around custodial death, disappearance, people's connection with their land and with each other from the lens of Article 21 of the Constitution. There has been much needed expansion in the child rights area. The Center for Child Rights celebrated its 10th year on 12th April by relaunching the Journal on the Rights of the Child of National Law University, Odisha. It has got the ISSN number also to make it desirable for scholars internationally. Honorable Justice Savitri Ratho, Judge of the Orissa High Court, had come to inaugurate that, to celebrate as part of the celebration. And when releasing the journal, she reminded the audience that justice for children must be felt in their lives, not just inscribed by law. In addition, the CCR, along with CRI, Child Rights and You, organized a high-level panel discussions as an official satellite event of the 5th World Congress on Justice with Children, which took place in Madrid, Spain. In a major stride towards strengthening child protection of the state, the CCR of NLU, with the support of UNICEF, launched the Child Protection Mentorship Program for the new generation of child protection practitioners. When we look at the improvement in our Community Connect programs, NLUO, through its project Kutumb, is an addition for the last 3 years, but this year it was a significant step which it took by involving the CCR with the CCR along with the other other committees in the NLUO, constituted community-level child welfare and protection committee at Brajbiharipur in Cuttack, but for all the 3 villages which we have adopted. A total of 45 children from the 3 adopted villages participated in the 3rd annual flower show held at the university, which again has been a continuing program inviting community to the institution. This year saw a tremendous increase in the number of faculty members presenting their research ideas at different conferences, both national and international, amounting to more than 150 presentations, both as presenters as well as resource persons. The NLUO faculty have participated in several training programs, both as participants as well as resource persons. To add a feather in its cap, NLU has conducted several training workshops for senior police officers from Odisha on the new criminal law. Our team of teachers and research scholars have been successfully publishing in well-reputed journals and books. We have produced nearly 50 academic peer-reviewed research papers and 3 books in the last 1 year on various subjects. I'm excited to share with you the fact that NLU committees to receive, in fact that the NLU continues to receive research grants from the central as well as state government. This year was remarkable, saw remarkable increase in the grants for research projects. The first one I'm mentioning here is the ICCR project for 10 lakhs, titled Childcare Institutions and Well-Being of Children in Need of Care and Protection, an empirical study in Odisha, which has been awarded to me and Mr. Ankit Kumar Kesari. The second one, Prison Advocacy Project, titled Providing Quality Legal Aid to Under-Trial Prisoners for Their Timely Bail and Release, spearheaded by NLUO with support from Azim Premji Foundation for a duration of 3 years from 2024 to 2027, aiming at addressing the systemic challenges in the criminal justice system, particularly concerning under-trial prisoners. This has been awarded to Professor Rangeen Pallav Tripathi and Dr. Kunti Rani Padhan. Third, the project on strengthening legal awareness and aid through capacity building of paralegal volunteers, funded by the UNDP, awarded to Dr. Suman Das Bhattat Mishra, Professor Rangeen Pallav Tripathi, Dr. Ankita Gupta, and Dr. Sudatta Barik. Fourth, social mapping of migrant workers in Odisha, phase 4. We have already done 3. This is the 4th time we have got it. Labor and EST Department, Government of Odisha, awarded this project worth 74,42,663. It has been given to Dr. A.B. Debashish Rawat, Dr. Madhubrata Rai Singh, Dr. Nikita Pattajoshi, Dr. Rishika Khare, and Dr. Soni Mohapatra. ICSR collaborative research project titled Inclusive Education for the Divyangjan in Odisha and Assam, Strategy for Equitable Learning and Empowerment, under the special call for Vision Viksit Bharat at 2047, ICSR has awarded 20 lakhs to Dr. Paramita Chaturaj and Dr. Kaushiki Brahma. Sixth, drafting of the Odisha Medical Registration Bill, Odisha Council for Medical Registration has awarded rupees 2 lakh to Dr. Mayank Tiwari and Dr. Rishika Khare. Seventh, for official satellite event of 5th World Congress on Justice with Children, Child Rights, and you awarded 5 lakh to Professor Biraj Swai. Eighth, for CCR 10th anniversary celebration and relaunch of the journal, CRY gave another 3 lakhs to Professor Biraj Swai. ICSR project titled Navigating the Challenges of Platform Economy Workers awarded rupees 15 lakhs to Dr. Rujita TR and Dr. Tanvi Slams. The number has been increasing year after year. International fellowships and grants to NLU faculty have been received by Dr. Akshay Verma, who taught a course at NLS Bangalore for a month, in which he completed the whole course by the semester. Dr. Arilopa Mishra, Dr. Priyanka Anand, Dr. Kumarji Pegu, Dr. Mayank Tiwari have all been on a faculty exchange program to Warwick University, Coventry, United Kingdom. Mr. Kumarji have also received grant to attend IUCN WCEL World Environment Law Congress 2025, International Union for Conservation of Nature. Dr. Nikita Pattajoshi received another grant to attend international seminar on climate refugees beyond the legal impasse at Warwick. The awards to NLU faculty, Professor Ved Kumari was recognized among India's 20 pragmatic women leaders in education in 2025 by Academic Insights. Dr. Itishri Mishra has been awarded Best Paper Presentation at International Conference on Comparative Law, organized by School of Law, Galgotia University in collaboration with Edith Cowan University, Australia. Dr. Rashmi Rekha Bog has been awarded Young Scholar Award, IIJPS International Scholar Awards 2025. Dr. Tanvi Sham has been awarded Best Paper Presentation for the paper titled A Comparative Analysis of Disability Discrimination in the Workplace, Legal Framework and Case Studies, an international conference on comparative law organized by School of Law in collaboration with Eden Cowan University, Australia. Dr. Tanvi Sham got another award of Best Paper for the paper titled Beyond Barriers, Advancing Reproductive Justice for Women with Disabilities by West Bengal National University of Juridical Science. The 4 flagship journals continue to be engaging with outside researchers to publish their papers. And the NLUO Journal on the Rights of the Child, which was an annual journal, has now been converted into 2 journals a year. Welfare of students and staff, the NLU is committed to it through various activities, gender equality and meritorious scholarships. The DSW and various university committees such as NSS, Student Council, Anti-Ragging Awareness ensure student welfare by promoting protection, mentorship, and active participation in universities administration. NLU has organized legal awareness sessions for housekeeping staff about important government issues, government schemes. These sessions were conducted in the local language to ensure that all workers, including non-academic staff, understand the benefits and schemes available to them. I'm happy to inform you that in order to promote the welfare of the faculty and administrative staff, NLU organized the FDP workshop, Rejuvenation Bonanza. The workshop successfully equipped participants with tools to improve productivity by teamwork, foster a positive work environment, and contribute towards making NLUO the best workplace. The participant engaged in sessions on effective time management, stress management, and celebrating diversity as a strength. Coming to medals, scholarships, and recognition, at NLUO, we value academic excellence and thus motivate our students to excel by providing gold medals, scholarships, and recognition. This year, 14 gold medals are being given to meritorious students, and it may be noted that all of them are our women students with lots of great courage and commitment. NLU is very proud of its students for bringing laurels to the university by participating and winning in academic and co-curricular activities. This year, NLU students won various awards at the national and international levels in various moot court competitions, debating competitions, ADR competitions, and drafting competitions, etc. The full report is available in our full report. I've just mentioned the categories. NLU is also very proud of its flagship moot court competitions held annually by students, and 2 of them are, one is already legendary, the one on the maritime arbitration moot, which has celebrated its 12th year this year, and the other one on public health has had its 4th consecutive competition. With the support of, the first one is held with the support of Bose and Mitra Company, International Maritime, Bose and Mitra. And this one, the public health, is been sponsored by Bharat Biotech Public Health Law, National Virtual, this is done with the Bharat Biotech as the sponsor. The academic year witnessed NLUO's first annual international conference on finance, economics, bankruptcy, and insolvency laws, National Law University, Odisha, in collaboration with Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board, Insol India, and National E-Government Services Limited. NLU, in collaboration with Manu Patra, hosted a long-day law teachers conclave on the theme empowering legal education for tomorrow. The event brought together law teachers from across the country. Life at NLUO beyond curriculum. We certainly believe in holistic education and all-round development. Thus, the campus is vibrant throughout the year with numerous extracurricular activities and events such as sports and cultural programs. The details are again given in the annual report. Here I will mention a few to illustrate the length, breadth, and depth of the NLU activities beyond the curriculum. The 3rd edition of NLU's annual flower show was organized on 25th, 26th January. During the flower show, NLU opens the doors to the community and especially encourage the children and family members from the adopted villages, but we also get participation from government schools, from schools for the specially able children. Even the prisoners in various jails present their dance and poetry competition through the video conferencing facility. Beyond academics, NLU has the opportunity privilege to host the 7th Bioscope Global Film Festival organized by the Center for Film Studies on 3 days. The Global Film Festival honored creativity through 102 short films, documentaries, feature films, music videos, and animated movies from many countries. Students of NLU and many other universities in India participated in the various sports competitions, including its flagship program, Viraj and Para Viraj. In Para Viraj, we get players, sportspersons with special abilities. NLUO's annual flagship cultural festival, Kairan, was also organized with full fervor, which attracted from various participants from various universities across the country. The Cultural Society of NLUO Cult Crew also organized its 2 flagship programs aimed at the taste buds and the culinary and marketing skills of students. It's something which I would suggest our High Court judges should come and taste the food prepared by our students and anybody else who is here on those days. It's a really, really enjoyable occasion. I can say that from my experience with full confidence that these events every year are full of joy, energy, and teamwork. Students and staff come together to celebrate and participate in a large number in these sports and cultural events, bringing out the spirit and joy of togetherness. In addition, these events also demonstrate NLUO's commitments to the principle of inclusivity and celebration of diversity as we ensure participation of specially able young persons in various events such as cricket and stage events. I truly believe that sports and cultural events in NLUO celebrate humanity, diversity, and inclusiveness. Looking forward, while I'm proud of our achievements, looking forward, I feel that a lot remains to be done. We have huge responsibilities to fulfill, to finish or continue what we have started. We bank on the continued support and guidance of NLU visitor, Chancellor, the esteemed members of NLUO's various statutory bodies, our partners, sister universities, and NLU fraternity consisting of its faculty, staff, students, and their parents in discharge of responsibilities efficiently and effectively. Before I conclude, I would like to express my many thanks to many for their cooperation and support to NLUO throughout the year. We are most grateful to the Government of Odisha for full financial and administrative support for infrastructure and academic development in the university. I express my gratitude to the visitor, our Chancellor, the members of General Council, Executive Council, Academic Council, Finance Committee for their constant support and guidance in the functioning of the university. For the smooth organization of today's program, I thank the High Court Registry, government departments, police and security staff, protocol personnel, media and reporters, and many others who have worked silently behind the scene. I take this opportunity to convey my sincere thanks to all sections of the NLU fraternity, teachers, staff, students, alumni, for their unstinted cooperation. I'm sure that in the years to come, their sense of commitment and quality contributions will take this university to new heights of excellence. I would like to end with some advice to you all graduating students. Days like convocation are like a bridge as one foot remains fixed on the past as one goes into the future. I say this to remind you that law becomes the anchor when storms gather. Law is the foundation holding democracy stable. Lawyers, judges, teachers, and scholars must hold on to that anchor, and it is you who has to do this. Uphold and promote the vision of NLUO with your empathy to the marginalized, professionalism in your workplace, and integrity and sincerity in your personal and professional life. You are the ambassadors of NLUO. I wish you all the best for your future and hope to welcome you back as proud alumni NLUO. Heartiest welcome and sincere thanks to you all.
Thank you, ma'am. It is a matter of great pride for National Law University, Orissa, that a member of our faculty fraternity, Dr. Tanvi Shams, has written a book titled Disability and Inclusion, a Socio-Legal Exploration in Assam. This book is a pioneering work that sheds light on the lived realities of persons with disabilities in one of India's most diverse regions. Rooted in both socio-legal analysis and community-based observations, the book moves beyond statistics to highlight stories of resilience, challenges of accessibility, and the pressing need for inclusive policies. The book's significance lies in its regional focus on Assam, a state often overlooked in mainstream disability discourse. By situating disability within Assam's unique cultural and social fabric, the book opens up new perspectives on how inclusion can be meaningfully achieved in varied contexts. Importantly, it also provides pathways for reforms in education, employment, and social participation, thereby strengthening the discourse on equality and dignity. The book is graced by a foreword written by Honorable Mr. Justice Hrishikesh Roy, former Judge of the Supreme Court of India. His words lend both authority and inspiration, reinforcing the book's vision of fostering a just, inclusive, and empathetic society. I request all dignitaries to unveil.
Respected Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to request you to please deliver the Chancellor's address.
Honorable Mr. Justice Aniruddha Bose, the former Judge, Supreme Court of India, and presently the Director, National Judicial Academy Bhopal, who is the chief guest of today's function. My esteemed brother and sister judges who are physically present, the learned members of the General Council, the Executive Council, and the academic councils who are present on the dais and off the dais, the Vice-Chancellor, the Registrar, and all other faculty members and officers and staff of the National Law University, Odisha, my dear graduating students who are going to be conferred with various degrees today, their proud parents who are present, all other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know how to begin because all of you are graduating from this prestigious college and will be stepping into a new life of your career. And therefore, I congratulate all of you who have successfully completed their courses. Mere conferment of a degree is not a recognition, is not only the recognition of your hard work, understanding of law, learning of different branches of law, but the meaningful application of those learning to serve the society, uphold the justice, and rendering justices to the persons who are deprived of their contractual, statutory, and constitutional rights. You will be entering into a legal profession. Some of you may be pursuing the higher degree courses, but those who really aspire to join the legal professions, I have something to tell. That this legal profession, since the time immemorial, is always perceived as a noble profession. Not because of anything, but of its morality and the ethics. I set this motion as the distinguished chief guest will be accelerating this particular motive and the concept of morality and the ethics, both in the law and in the profession. At one place, the legal profession owes an unremitting loyalty to the best interest of the client. Equally, it imposes a greater responsibility to uphold the justice and assisting the court in discharging its solemn duty. The conduct, the behavior, etiquette, and the role in advancing the case in the best interest of the client should be the above board, and to achieve the same, it casts an obligation to maintain the probity and high standard of the professional ethics and morality. Apart from a social responsibility and the obligations to contribute in providing a meaningful services to the people of the society, you have to ensure that the social fabric of the society is not disturbed and or shattered. The apex court, may I use this particular adjective, innumerable judgments have highlighted the ethical and the moral values which every legal professional must adhere, and deprecated any unprofessional approach as it shatters the very social fiber, peace, and the tranquility in the society. When we talk about the ethics, I think as a young mind, it always comes, what should be the meaning of those expressions? It is a mere subjective or the objective one. To all of you, what I believe about the ethics is that when you proceed further, think first, is it morally right or not? Is it just or unjust? Whether it is impartial or biased. If you get an answer, I think you did not have to think twice over the same. In the legal profession, the ethics is always regarded as the integral part of the moral philosophy impacting the profession. eradicating the faith reposed in the judicial system. And in the words of Kenneth Kipnis, the legal ethics is an area of ethical and jurisprudential inquiry. Ask what principles lawyers must conform to, what ideals they must strive to achieve, and what professional conduct to follow, unquote. You must understand a clear distinction between an ethical and what is unethical. So long such distinctions remained embedded in you, and there is no room for any bloodness to come, I think you will be able to reaffirm the concept of nobility in the profession. Apart from the said quality, as a young lawyer, I always say in any of the seminar where I get an opportunity to address the young lawyers or the lawyers who are just stepping into the profession, that you must not do something apart from 3 summons you must always keep in your mind. The first summon which I believe that a legal professional must embrace is the passion. He should be passionate about the profession. Unless you have such passion in you, it would be very difficult to have a smooth journey in the profession, as we find this journey to be a very difficult and the path is very bumpy. You have to have passion to be in the legal professions. I must share, I think every lawyer who is present will agree with me that many a times when I joined or everybody joined the legal profession, some kind of a resentment that came, that I believe that I am not the fit person for this profession. Sometimes it happens that it is not my cup of tea. Sometimes it says that the others know so enormous, they have the so enormous knowledge, I do not have anything. But if you are passionate, you should stick stick in the system, and I believe that you will definitely achieve the success. The second one is the dedication. You should be committed to your profession, put hard the labor in drafting the pleading, preparing the arguments, searching the relevant provisions of law, and finding out the precedents. You should not bother about the result of the case, what would happen. But there should be one satisfaction, that I have dedicatedly put all efforts to the best of my ability, and I have not left any stone unturned in a particular case. And therefore, the result of the case should not act as a deterrent in discharging your duties as a legal professionals. The third one, which I always believe, is never lose inquisitiveness. As we all know, the law is not static. It is always a dynamic one. The new branches of laws are coming in place. Some of the laws are being repealed. Some you will find there is some kind of an overlapping. You should not be stubborn in that sense, not to embrace the new things. Even sometimes the young lawyers, while sitting on a bench, while arguing the cases, that appears to the bench that something very innovatively he has brought out, which cannot be thrown or not to be nipped in the bud, but to be pondered upon and to be considered. So the will to learn, that should never be lost. And I think that all of you who are graduating today will definitely keep the flag of the NLUO high in any sphere or any place you go. And I once again congratulate you from graduating from such a prestigious college. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply grateful and honored to have amongst us our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Aniruddha Bose. Born in 1959, Justice Bose completed his schooling from St. Lawrence High School, Kolkata. Thereafter, he graduated in the field of commerce from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. He pursued his legal education at Surendranath Law College, affiliated to Calcutta University. Justice Bose enrolled in the Bar Council of West Bengal in 1985 and started practicing in the Calcutta High Court. His areas of practice include constitutional, civil, intellectual property law and matters. After a career as a practicing advocate, Justice Bose was elevated as a permanent judge in the Calcutta High Court in 2004. Justice Bose took oath as the Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court in 2018. He was elevated as the judge of the Supreme Court on May 24, 2019, from where he retired on 10th April 2024. Justice Bose is presently serving as the Director of National Judicial Academy at Bhopal since April 2024.
Respected Justice Bose, sir, I have the honor to request you to please deliver the convocation address.
Honorable Chancellor, who was also my colleague in the same High Court, Calcutta High Court, honorable judges present here, the members of different councils and committees of this law university, the Vice-Chancellor and members of the faculty, and last but not least of all, the students of this university who would be graduating today. See, the ceremony of convocation entails both farewell and a welcome by an unknown or a new world. You would be entering, I am addressing the students, a profession which has for a long time been regarded as a noble profession. Many social reformers have come from the same profession, which reflects the societal importance of lawyers. It's a fascinating profession and comes with many written and unwritten privileges. But these privileges are always coupled with duties and obligations. While on work, you have to always remind yourselves of such duties and obligations. And particularly since in our country, the scope of this profession is ever expanding. Every year, large number of legislations are being framed, and the commercial activities are becoming complex and complicated. The field is also very competitive, with approximately 20 lakh lawyers engaged in this profession in our country. and around 70,000 fresh law graduates entered the profession from 1700 odd law colleges that are operating in India. Having come from this field, my interest is in knowing what's your thinking for future. Speaking for myself, when I entered the legal world in 1985, most of us wanted to be litigation counsel, which meant appearing before the court. Law firms, which would be the destination today for many of you, in those days primarily thrived mainly in the presidency towns, and those were mostly family-run firms. Those who did bar from England had a special halo, and they mostly dealt with the cases briefed by law firms. Corporate counsel, which is an important area now, did not carry much importance in the late 80s of last century. At the same time, many lawyers then had strong presence in politics and social activities as well. In the state of Orissa itself, Utkal Gaurav Madhusudan Das, Utkal Ratna Vishwanath Misra, Utkal Muni Gopabandhu Das were all lawyers in the last century. And of particular interest was the case of Sudhanshu Bala Hajra, who was from Cuttack itself, who was possibly the first woman lawyer of this country. She had to appeal to the Privy Council to get her right to practice, and it is because of women like her now in many competitive fields women are beating men in proportion. There are in the judicial service, at least almost in every state, women form more, in number than men aspirants. Of course, the demand of the nation has changed. Now we've attained independence 78 years back. The practice of law has also democratized and professionalized. The profession is attracting many bright minds, particularly since the formation of the National Law University in 1986. Many of the law students are not from so-called legal family and have much more secular background. And the National Law University, Orissa, whose convocation I have the privilege for addressing today, has also carved out its own space in the landscape of legal education in India from 2009-10. I shall address you today on balancing ambition and ethics. I cannot judge the orbit of ambition of a fresh law graduate in 2025 drawing my own experience from the 1980s. The options have widened. Now you can be a litigation lawyer, a corporate counsel, a law firm associate, legal academic, or a judge. Much of the work a lawyer does nowadays is outside the courtroom, advising the clients, drafting contracts, and participating in ADR. The ambition which has remained constant, however, is to earn well enough. And I don't see any harm in having that ambition. That is an ambition driving the whole world today. But except that a particular ambition should not be the only one in life. And to achieve that, one has to excel in whichever area of law you choose. Except in a situation where you opt for a judicial career or academics, your earning would improve proportionately with the efforts you put in. And it is not that your earning would improve in proportion of your efforts on a case-by-case basis. It is my own experience that the inlet of earnings and the outlet of efforts show up cumulatively and are not necessarily evenly matched. You may put in lots of efforts in one case, but the client may not be in a position to reward you handsomely for that. But information on much of a lawyer's quality still travels through words of mouth. The bar makes an assessment of a lawyer watching her perform in courtrooms. A not so well-off client may talk about you in his or her circles, and your name will spread, which would bring you higher fees at a later stage. And as of now, this is the only way you can be known. You cannot advertise yourself, as that is prohibited under the Bar Council of India rules. Those statutory instruments go back a long way in the world. 1754 BC, with this, when the Hammurabi Code was conceived. But actual legal profession was formalized in ancient Rome in 1st century BC. We Indians in ancient time had framed many statutes in whatever name they were called, but we had far more foresight then. We used to resolve the dispute mainly through local councils, which are now called ADR in a different format. The focus was on conciliation and arbitration. Reflecting on his experience as a lawyer, Mahatma Gandhi wrote, "In the story of my experiments with truth," I quote, "I realized that true function of a lawyer was to unite parties riven asunder. I have broadly spoken as to what could be described as ambition of an advocate to excel in the profession through learning the law and applying it, ethically with innovation. Though theory says that courtrooms merely interpret the law, in reality, most of the laws have evolved through courtrooms. Many celebrated lawyers have innovated the legal principle. I can narrate the story of Abraham Lincoln in a murder trial In 1858, before he became president, he devised this concept now which we call moonlight defense, an offense committed late at night. The eyewitness may not be in a position to actually narrate the incident. And the same case also gave rise to another innovation. He used an almanac to prove that on that night the moon was low, and almanac was admitted as an evidence by the judge in that case. But that is about innovation. In our own country, there are instances of raising the level of legal arguments to discourse on patriotism. Chittaranjan Das defended Sri Aurobindo in the Alipur bomb case, or Sir Bhulabhai Desai's arguments in INA trial elevated the level of argument and took it beyond mere legal discourses to something which became discourse on nationalism. Clarence Darrow defended many legitimate but unpopular causes in the US. D.N. Pritt, a Queen's Counsel, an English barrister, defended the accused revolutionaries in the Meerut conspiracy case. And there also political arguments were mostly advanced. In spite of stellar roles of lawyers in many such cases, for some odd reason, I find law and lawyers have not been able to endear themselves to the society as a whole. Particularly in the field of literature, Shakespeare in Henry VI spoke through one of the characters who said, "The first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers." This was a figurative exhortation, but somehow caught the imagination of the people almost in its literal sense. Nor was he complimentary about legal profession in Merchant of Venice. Dickens practically had no nice things to say about legal profession in Pickwick Papers or Bleak House. Gandhiji himself, a barrister, was critical of lawyers. In Hind Swaraj, he had written, quote, "The lawyers have enslaved India. They have accentuated Hindu-Mohammedan quarrels. They seek to enrich themselves by charging exorbitant fees. Justice should be simple, inexpensive, and speedy, which is not possible if we have lawyers." But why this perceived unpopularity? One reason in my assessment is that only people in distress visit lawyers, and the general feeling is that the lawyers take advantage of the client's distress. The common man also approach the medical professionals in distress, but they take ailments to be an inevitable consequence of life, whereas problems with which they go to lawyers are often felt to have been foisted upon them, which they do not deserve. So the legal professionals who voluntarily reach accident victims in the US are termed as ambulance chasers. I'm sure this prejudicial perception of lawyers can be effaced out by new generation lawyers. By following the encoded and unwritten ethical practices which this profession has had to grapple with since ancient times. Again, in ancient Rome, law forbade advocates initially from charging fees, and this was eased a little by Emperor Claudius in the 1st century CE. Now, how should we start as a young lawyer? When I joined the profession, this is the advice I got from a senior. Your chamber you should treat like a shop. You go and open it every morning at a fixed hour. If a client comes, feel good, because that creates scope of earning. And if no client comes, feel better, because then you can update yourself by studying the current judgments. The second is getting an intellectual grip over the profession of law, and this can come only through reading. For the starters, I would suggest reading law-related books, and these could include, I have just given a rough indicative list: Learning the Law by Granville Austin, Lord Denning's What Next in Law, and all his other books. My Story by Cecil Ward, our first Attorney General, My Own Boswell by Justice Hidayatullah, Roses in December by M.C. Shagla. Now, these books give you an idea when law was evolving in the early days of independence, that is the books by the Indian authors. And Learning the Law and Lord Denning's book will give you an overall idea on what law is. Sir Edward Abbott Parry, a British judge whose career spanned from mid-19th to mid-20th century, laid down what he called 7 lamps of advocacy. These are honesty, courage, industry, wit, judgment, eloquence, fellowship. The Bar Council of India, the regulatory body for the legal profession, has also laid down statutory rules broadly corresponding to the 7 lamps of Sir Parry. And one of the key features of this rule is not to indulge in any act which would lead to conflict of interest. Then advertisement of the profession is generally, very widely barred. This is necessary because if lawyers are permitted to advertise, then those who have enormous wealth will be able to publicize them as good lawyers, irrespective of their worth. Another thing we ought to remember as lawyers is that we do not have any lien on papers of clients, and when the client wants to disengage a lawyer, you cannot hold the papers on the ground that fees have not been cleared. In our country today, the legal professionals have very high visibility, but I would be reluctant to add the same adjective so far as reputation of the profession is concerned in the eyes of the common person cannot be always applied. It is also my personal belief, which I say with conviction, that society has been a little unjust and unfair to the legal profession. A lawyer cannot be expected to work pro bono in every case. See, you don't demand a chartered accountant will do every work free or any other profession. And in reality, again, on my personal experience, I'd say every lawyer, whatever be his or her stature, actually conducts at least 25% of the total cases handled by him or her without charging any fees. These facts never reach effectively to the outside world. I cannot think of any literature or novel where a lawyer has been projected as a messiah, except maybe the biography of Clarence Darrow, Darrow for Defense by Irving Stone, or occasionally a film like Akrosh. I don't know how many of you have seen it, or Erin Brockovich. See, we are not in a business or vocation to improve our image, but I feel we would have to engage more in social causes. As of 2024, only 7% of the members of parliament came from legal profession, whereas in the first Lok Sabha, the figure was 32% approximately. I hope many of you would engage yourself in social and political activities without any desire for compensation and reverse this trend. Advocacy is not about winning every case, but about ensuring that truth and ethics walk with us into every courtroom. When both these are in our briefcase, we serve not just our client, but justice itself. And I cannot give you a better advice to you than that was given to Arjuna by Lord Krishna in the 47th sloka of the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In English, I quote, "You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction." I'll repeat now what I said earlier. In law, this kind of commitment without desire for results invariably and always bring reward. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address you, and I wish all the fresh graduates a big success.
Thank you, sir. May I now request all the graduating students to please rise for taking the oath.
Respected Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to request you, sir, to award the degrees.
Let the candidates for the various degrees stand forward. Do you sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degrees for which you are candidates and for which you have been recommended, you will in your daily life and conversation conduct yourself as worthy member of this university? Let the candidates now be presented.
The PhD students will stand, the others can sit. Respected Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. They have been found qualified for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the PhD in person, please move forward. No, I think you just will stay there. You're going to have to take this. Sir.
By virtue of authority vested on me as a Chancellor of the National Law University, Odisha, Cuttack, I admit you to a degree of PhD of this university.
You may now step forward. Candidates receiving their PhD degrees this year are as follows. Mr. Prabhakar Gantia for his thesis titled Information Technology as a Factor of Capacity Building of Judicial Stakeholders Towards Good Participatory Justice, an in-depth study as to its success and future prospects in Odisha, completed under the supervision of Professor Dolly Jabal. Ms. Orishika Mohanty. Ms. Orishika Mohanty for her thesis titled Domestic Violence Against Women in Odisha, an assessment of institutional and legal responses with special reference to one-stop centers, completed under the supervision of Dr. Suman Das Bhattamishra. Ms. Somya Mishra for her thesis titled Analyzing Video Games from the Lens of Intellectual Property Laws with special focus on rights of game developers in India, completed under the supervision of Dr. Sohini Mahapatra.
Respected Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Masters of Laws. They have been found qualified for the degree of LLM, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the LLM in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of authority vested on me as a Chancellor of the National Law University, Odisha, Cuttack, I admit you to the degree of LLM of this university.
The candidates of the LLM batch of 2024 receiving their degrees in person are as follows. Anuj Kanungo, Kanungo, Ayushi Gupta, Charvi, Devasmita Behra, Dipankar Acharya, Sonali Prusti, Himanshi Jain, Indira Priyadarshini Digal, Ipsita Parida, Ishan Tiwari, Mahima Singh Kanwar, Medha Shukla, Ananya Panikar, Nirnay Kar, Nishant Upadhyay, Pooja Jose, Pravish Prajayan, Prerana Dash, Ruchi Mahil, Manisha Rathore, Sahil Kumar Nayak, Shivani Srivastava, Sushmita Hasta, Tanisha Mishra, VVSS Pravina, candidates who will be taking their degrees in absentia are Abhinav Kumar, Akanksha Vatsal, Anshuman Biswal, Ishan Rajendra Jugade, Divya, Gurudat Mahapatra, Mayuk Roy, Mudit Shukla, Niharika Sharma, Nimisha Srivastava, K.M. Nisha Singh, Rebecca Zovi, Sanjeevani Dikshit, Soumya, Siddhant Tiwari, Yamini Meena. Candidate of the 2023 LLM batch who is taking his degree in absentia this year is Pratigyanshu Behra.
Respected Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of BA LLB Honours and BBA LLB Honours. They have been found qualified for the degree of degree of BA LLB and BBA LLB honors respectively, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the BBA and BA LLB and honors and BBA LLB honors in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of authority vested on me as a Chancellor of the National Law University, Odisha, Cuttack, I admit you to the degree of BA LLB honors, BBA LLB honors of this university.
Candidates are requested to step forward. Candidates of the batch of 2020-25 receiving their BA LLB honors degree in person are as follows. Abhilipsa Mohanty. Abhiraj Sharma. Abhiruchi Giri. Abhishek Rath. Aditi Sinha. Aditya Dash. Yasho Nandini Bhargava. Anshuman Kar. Anuj Kulhar. Aryama Singh Rajput. Arzu Manish Gupta. Abhismrita Shyamali Mishra. Ayush Shandilya. Bhagyashri Behra. Biswajit Mishra. Chitrangada Saini. Dasara Shri Samarth. Devjani Panda. Diksha Devipya Panda. दिशा बंदोपाध्याय, हर्ष शर्मा, इशिका केडिया, इशिता खंडेलवाल, जानवी महालिक, जया मिश्रा, जिगिशा अग्रवाल, कनिष्क कौशिक, कनिष्ठा दासवानी, कर्षणा अग्रवाल, खुशबू प्रियदर्शिनी, लक्ष्य अग्रवाल, मधुलिका त्रिपाठी, मल्लिका पटनायक, मालती हेम्ब्रम, मनस्विनी राउत, मौलश्री श्रीवास्तवा, मीमांसा शर्मा, मीनाक्षी नायक, मिश्रा आलोक राजेश, मोहित चंद, मानसून सानियाल, एन शैलजा राव, नागाश्री के मेहरा पुलवर्ती, Nivedita Shaktawat, Palak Bhausinka, Arya Parulekar, Pavitra Priyadarshan, Piyush Sinha, Pooja Sahu, Pragya Agarwal, Abhay Gupta, Prateek Srivastava, Pratiksha Mohanty, Ananya Kumar Gupta, Ramakant Mardi, Rishi Saraf, Kushagra Dash, Rohini Roy, Romit Kirtania, Rudra Pratap Mohapatra, Sagun Modi, Samriddhi Prakash, Sansita Swai, Santripta Swai, Satvik Mohapatra, Nandini Dwivedi, Shobhanjana, Sibasish Panda, Smarak Samal, Saujanya Boxy, Soumya Pradhan, Soumya Sinha, Soumya Saurav Das, Srilagna Das, Suryan Shritej Mohanty, Sachin Thakkar, Tamanna Das Patnaik, Tisha Deb, Utkarsh Raj, Vaibhav Kashyap, Ziar Tudu, Priyansh Raghuvanshi. Candidates of the batch of 2020-25 receiving their BA LLB honors degree in absentia are as follows: Ananya Gudihal, Anmol Kumar Sharma, Anvesh Khemundu, Bharini Tadimala, Gitanjali Tehenguria, Krishan Pratap Singh, Kumar Atul, Mandadi Sai Satwik, Part Singh, Priyadarshini Gwenka, Ray Kusumika, Samir Prasad Ram, Syed Abdul Jamai, Shriyansh Mehta, Pratyush Singh, Srijan Kashyap, Sumit Kumar, Shubhangi Singh, Tulip Tarun Bhatia, Yanlin Masar, Yashaswini Singh Chauhan, Vanshaj Parashar, Siddharth David De Silva. Purush Sharma of 2019 BA LLB batch is also receiving his degree in person. Of the 2019 BA LLB batch, candidates who are receiving their degrees in absentia are Anshuman Jamkiyar, Anurag Dikshit, Arka Prabha Das, Ashish Swayam Prakash, Basudev Bhaktiranjan Behera, Sneha Mishra, Karanveer Singh, Shiba Prasad Sarangi, and Shreya Sharma. Candidates of the BBA LLB batch of 2020-25 who are receiving their degrees in person are as follows: Abhijit Sahu, Aditya Vardhan Singh, Anushka Rath, Astha Bhattacharya, B.R. Srinivas. Debabrat Behera. Gargi Gauri. Gaurav Tripathi. Ishan Aryan. Jagriti Mohanty. Aritra Mitra. Krishna Lohia. Krishna Podar. Kritika Patnaik. Lakshmi Aishwarya Gajula. Nikhil S. Javali. Krishna Balashankar Nair. Sachin Jain. Nishtha Sunil Hansaria. Parv Pancholi. Priyansh Gupta. Rajveer Naha. Reshma Hiran Kujur. Sakshi Pritam Das. Sejal Jain. Shanu Modi. Shiv Shankar. Shivam Kumar. Shaubhik Bose. Shreya Shubhangini Rathore. Saurav Jena. Stuti Smriti Mishra. Sujal Swai. Sukriti Dogra. Supriya. Sushri Grishma Pradhan. Subhanvesh Das. Vikas Bubna. Sagar Priyadarshi. Shreya. Vinamra Kothari. Vanshika Sharma. Candidates receiving their degrees in absentia are Abhijit Kumar Patra, Aditya Kumar Pandey, Priyal Palak, Manisha Gupta, Oshi Srivastava, Prakhar Gupta, Shantanu Dhingra, Riya Singh. Candidates of the 2019 BBA LLB batch who are receiving their degrees in absentia are as follows: Karan Singh Tomar and Lun Sang Gite.
Respected Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of BA Law Honours. They have been found qualified for the degree of BA Law Honours, to which I pray they may be admitted. Candidates taking the BA Law Honours in person will please stand forward.
By virtue of the authority vested on me as a Chancellor of the National Law University, Odisha, Cuttack, I admit you to the degree of BA Law Honours of this university.
Candidates are now requested to step forward and approach the dais. Candidates of the 2022 BA Law Honours degree who will be receiving their degrees now are Deepshikha Barik, Lakshmi Priya Nayak, Rojani Mahapatra, Tanya Singh, and Bonthu Mary.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to share with you that Senior Advocate Shri Pitambar Acharya Ji, Advocate General of Odisha, is instituting a gold medal with effect from this convocation to be awarded to the student achieving the highest score in the subject of jurisprudence. I am happy to share that the student recipient of this medal from the current graduating batch will be announced subsequently. Acharya sir, the NLUO family and students are highly grateful for this kind and encouraging gesture. I also take this opportunity to share with you that in the memory of our beloved faculty member, late Dr. Ananya Chakrabarti, her parents have instituted a gold medal to honor Dr. Chakrabarti's contributions towards legal education. The gold medal will be awarded to the girl student topper in the course of LLB 3 years. The university's first batch of LLB 3 years course shall graduate next year. The medal will be awarded to the girl student topper in the course of LLB 3 years.
Respected Justice Bose, sir, I have the honor to request you to award gold medals to the meritorious students.
Medha Shukla, University Gold Medal donated by NLUO for the first rank in NLM in the 24-25 batch. Karshana Agarwal receives the Institute of Company Secretaries Gold Medal donated by the Institute of Company Secretaries for being the overall topper in BA and BBA LLB combined. She is also receiving the Dinabandhu Sahu Memorial Gold Medal instituted by the Dinabandhu Sahu Memorial Trust for securing the first rank in BA LLB honors degree. Sakshi Pritam Das is receiving the Shri NL Mitra Memorial Gold Medal instituted by Professor NL Mitra for securing the first rank in BBA LLB honors degree. Tanya Singh receives the Honorable Late Justice Mr. Pitambar Mishra Gold Medal donated by Dr. Samir Kumar Das for securing the first rank in the BA Law honors degree.
Respected Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to request you to award gold medals to the meritorious students.
Sakshi Pritam Das receives the SKS Juris Legal Group Gold Medal donated by Ms. Kajal Mishra and Ms. Sheetal Mishra for securing the highest marks in constitutional law. Karshana Agarwal is receiving the Shri Gagan Bihari Das Memorial Gold Medal donated by Mr. Ashok Parija for securing the highest marks in criminal law. She is also receiving the Ras Bihari Rai Gold Medal donated by Shri Vijan Rai for securing the highest mark in commercial laws, the Nisamani Devi and Bhagavat Charan Mohanty Memorial Gold Medal donated by Professor Priyambata Mohanty Hmadi for securing highest marks in international law, Satyakamal Memorial Gold Medal donated by Shri Manas Ranjan Mahapatra for securing the highest marks in personal law, and finally also the Smart Chip Gold Medal donated by Smart Chip Private Limited for securing the highest marks in alternative dispute resolution.
Respected Madam, I have the honor to request you to award gold medals to the meritorious students.
Karshana Agarwal. She is receiving the Pavani Ishwara Lakshmi Memorial Gold Medal instituted by Shri P.P. Rao for being the girl student topper in BA and BBA LLB. She is also securing the Ananta Mishra and Annapurna Mishra Gold Medal donated by Mr. Surya Prasad Mishra for being the best all-round female student, and also the Madhusudan Mohanty Memorial Gold Medal instituted by Mr. Biswajit Mohanty for outstanding leadership.
I request all the gold medal recipients to come to the stage for a group photograph with the dignitaries. I request all the PhD degree awardees to come to the stage for a group photograph. I request the BA LLB degree awardees to come to the stage for a group photograph. I'm sorry, I request all the LLM degree holders to come to the stage for a group photograph. I request all the recipients of BA LLB honors degree to come to the stage for a group photograph with the dignitaries. I request the recipients of BBA LLB honors degree to join us on the stage for a group photograph. I request the recipients of BA Law honors degree to join us on the stage for a photograph.
Please take your seats quickly. Please quickly take your seats. Respected Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to request you to dissolve the convocation.
I dissolve the convocation.
I request everyone to please stand for the national anthem. Request you to continue standing as the academic procession will leave the convocation hall. With this, we come to the end of a memorable day. I take this opportunity to thank all the distinguished guests, colleagues, parents, and beloved students, and congratulate all the recipients of various degrees and medals. It is time to go out and shine your light. Thank you, one and all. I request parents and students and everyone else to join us for a high tea in LH11, LH1, LH2, and LH3 on the ground floor of the academic block. Lecture hall 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, everybody.